Hello and welcome. My name is John Steen and I'm an energy healing practitioner here on Insight Timer. Today I'd like to talk about something that I believe sits at the heart of every healing journey: safety. One of the biggest misconceptions about healing is that we think we heal by trying harder. We push ourselves, we analyze, or we search for answers. We read more books, take more courses, meditate longer, always looking for the next thing that will finally help us heal. But in my experience, healing doesn't happen because we force it. Healing happens because the body finally feels safe enough to let go. And the body is incredibly intelligent. It is always asking one simple question: am I safe? And if the answer is no, the nervous system does exactly what it's designed to do. It protects us. It adapts. It holds on. And those adaptations might look like anxiety, emotional numbness, people-pleasing, hypervigilance, perfectionism, constantly staying busy, or always feeling on guard. And these aren't signs that something is wrong with you. They're often signs that your system has been working very hard for a very long time. And when our system has spent years protecting us, it doesn't simply decide to let everything go because we understand our past. It lets go when it no longer believes it has to keep protecting us. And one of the deepest lessons I've learned in my own healing journey is that there were parts of me that simply weren't ready to heal yet. And not because I wasn't trying, not because I wasn't committed, but because somewhere deep within me, my system still didn't feel safe enough. And looking back, I realized my healing began to deepen when I discovered approaches that included the body, not just the mind. Understanding my past was important, but understanding alone wasn't enough. My body also needed to experience safety. It needed the opportunity to complete what had never been completed. And for me, somatic practices, energy healing, and nervous system work gave me access to parts of myself that years of insight and self-understanding alone hadn't reached. But even then, healing unfolded gradually. As my life became safer, as I kept returning to my practice, as I learned to stay present instead of abandoning myself, my body slowly began to trust that it no longer had to remain in survival mode. And for me personally, one important part of that journey unfolded after my mother passed away a few years back. Even though we had lived more than 3,000 miles apart for many, many years, I came to realize that there was still an unconscious part of me that remained organized around that relationship. And when my life circumstances changed, my system experienced a deeper level of safety. And that allowed my healing to reach places I had been trying to access for decades. And that doesn't mean healing requires someone to leave our lives. It means healing often unfolds as our system gradually discovers a deeper sense of safety. And for each of us, what creates that safety may look different. Safety isn't only physical, it's emotional, it's relational, and perhaps most importantly, it's internal. It's that quiet feeling that it's finally okay to feel what we've been carrying. And for me, that sense of safety wasn't created overnight. It was built through repetition, by returning to my practice, by grounding, by slowing down, by sitting with myself, by learning not to abandon myself when difficult emotions arose. And little by little, my body began to trust. And as that trust grew, healing naturally followed. And this is one of the reasons why I love energy healing. Whether I'm working with the chakras or the energy field or simply holding a compassionate, grounded presence with someone, the intention isn't to force healing. It's to help create the conditions where healing can naturally unfold. When the nervous system begins to settle and where the body begins to soften, where old survival responses no longer have to work so hard, and where emotions that have been waiting for years can finally move. And in many healing traditions, this often begins with the root chakra, because the root chakra is connected with safety and stability, belonging, and our connection to life itself. So when we strengthen that foundation, the rest of the system often has a place to settle. And healing isn't about becoming someone new. It's about creating enough safety to finally become more fully yourself, to reconnect with the parts of you that have been waiting patiently beneath fear and survival and protection. Because healing only goes as deep as the body feels safe enough to go. Thank you for joining me. I hope this reflection reminds you that healing isn't a race. It's a relationship, one that begins with safety. Take good care of yourself, and I'll see you again soon.